Everyone, this is David J. CPA. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and boy do I have a good one for you this evening. We're going to be talking about the percentage-based method of budgeting, what it is, and how can we apply this to our financial situations. I'm also going to be giving you a couple examples of what I'm talking about, okay? So before we dive into this, all I ever ask is that you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit notifications, hit all, so that way you can stay up to date on every video that gets uploaded to this channel, so you can become one step closer to being financially free. So let's get into this today. I'm going to be discussing the first budget style that comes to mind here, and that is the percentage-based method. I want to go ahead and start a little 5-video series about the different budgeting styles out there, just so we can get some variety of what we can expect when we try to build a budget. There are so many different flavors of budgets, and there's bound to be one to meet our financial goals. We can tweak, we can master it, we can become financially free. But in this video, I want to talk about the first style of budgeting, percentage-based method. What is the percentage-based method of budgeting? Well, what it's meant to do is it's meant to help you allocate a percentage of your income into various spending categories. There are a couple examples that I have here. If you see me looking down, I have a lot of notes here. I'm going to try to cover it in a very short amount of time. But there's a few examples of this that I want to bring to your attention here in this video. You have the 6 jars budgeting method, one of the old school budgeting methods, also known as the envelope method. You have the 70-10-10-10 budget. You have the 60% solution budget, and you also have the world-renowned 50-30-20 budget, probably the most common one that you hear financial advisors talk about when they talk about the percentage-based method of budgeting. What are some pros about this? What are the good things about the percentage-based method of budgeting? Well, first of all, it's very simple. It's very easy to do. You just take your weekly or bi-weekly or monthly income, and you multiply that by a percentage to go into each individual spending category. Very easy to do. You know exactly what's going to go into these categories. It's very simple to build. For every dollar you make, you already know what percentage of that dollar is going to go into each category. So that makes it very easy to do, very easy to construct. What are the cons of this? Well, the con to this really isn't even a con, but if you want to get down into the weeds, these methods won't work if you're already in a very bad spot financially, because we might have to allocate more than the necessary percentage that is stated on the budget title to go to debt repayment or to go to back bills. So that's kind of a con here. We're going to have to tweak it a little bit, but that's really not a con, because these budget styles are very flexible. They're percentages. You can move percentages around. As long as they equal 100%, you're fine and you're good to go. So they're always able to be tweaked, okay? And so what are some examples of this? Well, I want to dive into these a little bit more. I know I just previously stated them, but I wanted to give you a little bit more clarity on these. First of all, the 6 jars budgeting method. It kind of reminds me of the old school envelope method. And really what that does is you're going to split your income into 6 spending categories, thus the name 6 jars method, okay? And these jars, hypothetical jars, have different percentage allocations to them. First jar is going to be 50% necessities. What is your necessities? I'm talking food, I'm talking rent, I'm talking electricity, and your recurring bills. What are those? Your mortgage, your car note, your electricity, your water, your phone bill, things like that. That needs to go into this first jar. The second jar, 10% long-term savings or debt repayment. Very important. Honestly, what I would do, I think 10% is a little bit low. I think you should probably build it up a little more than that. But 10%, I guess, would be a good start. But I would encourage you to bump that up as high as you can. The third jar, 10% play money. That's your entertainment. That's your going out to eat. That's your going to the movies. That's date night. If you're anything like my wife, she loves date night. So we have to make sure that we are putting something in there to enjoy life a little bit, to have a little bit of fun, okay? The fourth jar, 10% education, very important. If you haven't watched my video on what I believe is the greatest investment that you can make, please go watch that. I will link that to the end of this video. But the greatest thing you can ever do is self-development. It is so important. Education, whatever it may be, e-course, e-book, a hardcover book, some kind of training material, something to develop you as a professional, as a human being. Very important. At least 10% going into there in this method. The fifth jar, 10% investing. That's your stocks, that's your bonds, that's your index funds, your mutual funds, real estate, whatever it may be, your retirement account. At least 10% to get you going into that retirement phase so you're not having to live your whole life working, okay? This is very important. And the last jar, the sixth jar, 5% going to charity. You want to pay it forward. You want to help as many people as you can, especially when you become financially free from watching these videos. All I ask is that you pay it forward. You share these videos with your friends and your family so they can get a taste of what this life is about. We're not here to just pay bills and die. We're here to enjoy life, okay? So that is the 6 jars method. A couple other examples really fast is the 70-10-10-10 budget. That's your 70% of your necessities. Your 10% going to active capital. Your 10% going to passive capital, and then your other 10% going to charity. Like I said, paying it forward. If you have any questions about this, please just drop a comment down below and I will get back with you. I guarantee you of that. I'm here to help you in any way I can. Another one I'd like to kind of shed some light on is the 60% solution budget method. This falls under the percentage-based allocation method as well. The 60% solution method is exactly what it sounds like. 60% of your income should be used for committed expenses. Now, what is a committed expense? Things that you are committed to pay, things that you must pay to survive. What is that? Your mortgage, your food, your car payment, your utilities, and any other committed expenses that you might have going on in your life right now. That's 60%. The other 40% of your income is going to be split into 4 spending categories, 10% each, okay? 10% going to your retirement, at least 10%. 10% going to your long-term savings. You want to have a savings account for the long term. 10% going into your short-term savings. Now, what is that? What is your short-term? That's your emergency fund. That's saving up for your vacation for next year. That way, all this isn't hitting at one time. Christmas is a very big financial hardship for a lot of people in this country. Start saving up for that now with 10% of your income, and you will not have to worry about buying presents. You're going to have the money come Christmas time. And the last 10% is your play money. That's your entertainment and your date nights, okay? Another good example, the world-renowned 50-30-20 budget, okay? That's 50% going to your necessities, 30% going to your wants, 20% going to your goals, any of your financial goals, whether that be savings or debt repayment, whatever it may be, 20% going to that. So that is the percentage-based method of budgeting. Like I said, if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comment section below. I will get back with you. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And like I always say, let's get out there and become financially free.